Is anyone here?
Bro, is this recording?
Hello?
Give me some room.
Welcome back to Before the Cut.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome back to another episode.
Cuts are here.
Hey, we talked about a lot of stuff on this episode.
Yes,
Get in
sir.
frame, bro. Get in frame. What's a nice ass sweater, dude?
Ooh.
Hey.
Thanks, Kanye.
Oh, but
Although he's canceled.
we definitely talked about some health. My man, I'm here with the liver.
They call me the liver god now. I eat liver. I do cold plunges.
Talk to him.
I meditate.
Shine, queen.
I'm out here doing it all.
Shine, baby, shine.
Because I'm the god.
Liver god out here.
And move, bitch. Get out the way. Because Elon Musk is now the CEO of Twitter.
Bro, he said, hey, I need an emergency meeting right now with everybody down
fired.
here.
You're fired. You're fired. Get out the way.
Bro, Elon is my spirit animal. I love him. He's the petty king.
Petty King. Also, Jake Paul. The champ is here. Yo, speaking of entertaining,
Let's do that.
let's get ready to the episode. Cuts are here.
Let's go. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Before the Cut. We back in this bitch.
Yes, sir.
My voice cracked.
Yes, sir.
Bro, what's going on? How are you?
What's good, man?
I was just telling you before we were recording, but you're looking different. You shining, gleaming. I don't know what's going on, bro.
I mean, shout out to my barber.
Shout out to Gio.
What's good, bro? No, man. You know, I was on my whole health vibe this weekend, bro.
Bro, I saw that.
And I don't know, maybe I'm just coming off a nice healthy Sunday. And I was out in Arizona this weekend. One of my business partners, Josh, him and I are starting essentially like an online meat delivery company.
Dope.
And so it's basically meat to your doorstep, variety of different cuts.
You delivering meat at doorstep, bro?
But there's one additional thing.
Yeah.
And that's raw organs.
Very nice.
So there's been a lot of
Jeffrey
I think
Dahmer.
I think the Liver King was probably he's the biggest name that probably people would recognize here. But he came out probably on the social media scene about a year ago, and eating a bunch of raw different items. And the biggest one that's probably got the most hype is raw liver. So, working with Josh throughout the weekend, filmed a bunch of different content, and Josh had me for the first time eat some raw liver. So,
Bro, how was it? I saw that and I was like, oh no, my boy's gonna do it.
First and foremost, there's a reasoning behind it. Eating raw liver itself is one of the most nutritionally dense foods out there. He had me get a little taste of it, bro.
Hold on, fire?
Dude, it's it's like
stop the cap.
It's super. So like if you have texture like problems, the texture of it is like super slimy. So it's almost eating like some mushrooms. It was interesting. So not only did I eat the raw liver, but yesterday we actually did like an hour and a half breathwork session. Breathwork. So you're essentially, laying down on a yoga mat. It's a variety of different like breathing exercises, holding your breath, blowing it out, like it's wild, bro. It's wild. Yeah. Essentially breathwork, meditation, sound bowls, and then the icing on the cake is the cold plunge. So he had a pool yesterday, it was like almost like a kiddie pool, right?
Yeah.
And we threw in 500 pounds of ice. And there was we were doing I think 4 or 5 at a time, actually plunging.
Yeah.
And dude, I sat in the cold for I think it was like almost 6 minutes.
You did it for 6 minutes,
6 minutes, bro.
Is that your first time doing that?
I love heat. Although I'm from Montana, I've got to be a pussy. Straight up, bro.
Bro, and, no, I don't think that's being a pussy. I think it's just 6 minutes. Because I know people do it for like 2, 3.
Yeah.
6 minutes is a lot.
Yeah.
So while you were in Arizona doing your thing, eating the organs, did you happen to see, bro, Elon Musk is now I think officially the CEO of Twitter?
Yes.
Or owner, right? Because he bought the whole thing. He's the owner?
Yeah, dude. Elon officially owns Twitter.
Bro, you see where he had a little meeting, fired everybody in that motherfucker.
Yeah. So I remember when this whole transition happened, there was all this talk that he's gonna come in and fucking clean house.
Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me though.
you're supposed to do that when you you obviously see you're buying it for a reason, right? I don't think he just wants to have that flex as like I own Twitter.
Yeah,
I think you want to do that, and then you want to bring it to the next level, which he's done with a lot of his companies, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you do that. And it's super controversial because that was the people that were trying to silence him. Yep. People that were about banning, Big T, can't even say his name no more.
Yep.
So it was funny. I was like, I aspire to be that level of petty.
I think it's going to be a super controversial takeover. He 100% wants free speech. Yeah. And I think it's going to be interesting. The one that I see interesting though is like I feel just as many people that are excited about Elon taking this over. There's just as many people that are like, oh, like these certain types of things shouldn't be talked about. I don't want to say it, but there was different racial slurs that were being thrown out there. I believe it was what made it come to life was I think LeBron like retweeted some conversations that were going on there, different racial slurs being thrown out. So it's going to be interesting, man. It's like we want to be able to say and do and, act however we want and post and share whatever we want. But on the flip side of that, I do understand where a lot of this is, a lot of these people are coming from. Because there's some, let's be real, man, there's some ignorant ass people out there.
Of course.
I feel it might open up a can of worms. That's what I'm getting at is it's going to be more interesting to me see how Elon handles certain situations.
Yeah. I think you're right about opening a can of worms with that stuff because you're basically telling all the trolls, all the people that were already kind of doing that, turn it up because you can say whatever you want now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And unfortunately, dude, that's just kind of what it is. Going to come with territory. But I don't think Twitter as a whole changes. I don't think people's use of it changes. Yeah. People that already didn't use it, now that he's you always need a scapegoat. You always need a reason why not to use it. And unfortunately, that's Elon and a lot of these people. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, bro. It's let's just say, I don't follow Kanye. Yep. But my whole feed is him. Yeah. You can't escape this stuff. Whether he's on the platform or not.
Kanye's the gift that keeps on giving.
Bro, I guess so. I don't know. Yeah. I'm still going to use it. Are you still going to use it?
Yeah, of course.
But they got the... Nah, I ain't going to say it.
Yeah. Twitter's hella interesting, man. Twitter's still really the same if you think about it. It's random... It's
one of the only one that hasn't changed.
Random...
Crazy.
Yeah, no, that's actually true.
Is Jake Paul... a lot still on Twitter? Bro, nowadays it's anybody who stirs some shit up, they kick their ass out of that.
I just checked him out this last weekend.
How was it? Have you been to a boxing fight like that before?
So I've been to a series of UFC fights. I've actually never been to a boxing. We had lower level seats. We had row F or something, so it was 5 rows up.
That's dope.
And yeah, dude, it was really cool. I pretty much strictly went there for the Paul Silva fight.
Yeah, I think 99% of people.
Yeah. Jake won.
Yeah. How'd you feel about that?
Yeah,
we were texting during it, and I was like, no.
End of the day, everyone needs to understand that Jake Paul is not just a boxer. Jake Paul's an entertainer. That's an interesting topic because there's a lot of people that are starting to say, oh, well, you're only fighting these washed up people. The biggest thing that's going on with Jake Paul right now is there's this big debate of, is he actually a legitimate boxer? Does he have a future in boxing? How good is he? Blah, 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 blah.
Also, bro, if you listen or you talk to people who actually box, but they'll tell you no, he's nice, bro.
Yeah.
His movement is nice. Yeah. He's got hands.
Here's how I really look at this. So let's say you're an amateur boxer. You just start boxing. You have to work your way up to bigger fights.
Of course.
Majority of these people, Jake Paul is an exception because he already had a massive following. And let's be real, boxing is a business.
Yeah,
right?
You get to skip the line when you already have the eyeballs, bro.
Exactly. It's very similar to UFC, right?
Yeah.
Before you get invited to the UFC, before you get these big fights, these pay-per-view fights, etc., there's all these smaller leagues, out there that these guys are fighting in. So that is how I really look at the Jake Paul situation is, 100%. Has he been fighting these legitimate boxers, big name people? No, he has not.
Yeah.
But he's getting his feet wet, I don't know if you've seen post Silva fight, but he actually called out He called out Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
And he also called out Canelo. So,
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, dude, it's going to be interesting.
So hold on. Okay, so with that stuff, that's the part that I don't like about him, bro, because he's doing the Kanye shit, right? Because let's just stick to UFC. Like right now, name me some people that you would want to see him fight. UFC.
In UFC?
No. Like people that are in UFC that you want to see Jake fight, but like boxing.
See, like that's my thing, bro. Is I don't really want him to fight like anyone UFC. Like UFC should stay in their lane. Jake should stay in his lane.
Okay, I agree. But, but the reason why I bring that up is because people always say, "What's the dude who? God damn it, bro! What's his name? Proper 12.
Yeah,
washed up dude. Irish dude, bro, who broke his leg in a fight.
Oh,
Connor.
McGregor.
Connor, bro.
McGregor.
Yeah. So he, bro, those people have contracts with Dana, with UFC.
Yep.
Dana will not release them. The only reason why he got that other fight is because Dana got paid off of that, bro.
Yep.
You're doing this to like bring this negative energy, but he does that to keep himself in the camera. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
So that's where I was just gonna say is he and he actually said this before the fight. A couple days out from the fight, he's like, Jake Paul's not Jake Paul. Jake Paul turns into Problem Child. And Problem Child is his boxing name he goes by. Yeah. And it's this like ego, this mentality, this I don't give a fuck, I'm the best, etc. And I'm sorry, but to be a successful boxer and really to be able to go into a fight confident, like you got to have that kind of fucking energy.
Yeah, I think to do anything, bro, you're going into a combat sport. You're like, this guy can kill you, bro.
And it goes back to what I said at first, man, is, he is an entertainer. Yeah. And that's why I will tell you, whether or not you like Jake Paul, anyone that likes Jake Paul, doesn't like Jake Paul will be around because Jake Paul is a marketer. He's bringing crazy money. And part of this, bro, is like this is the whole front of making the headlines. This is the whole front of keeping his name in people's mouth and making him relevant.
You're gonna love to hate me, as
exactly, and he's got that fire. So,
but that's actually why he started it, though. What's what he said? Yeah, he said that he's doing this to basically like show the UFC and everybody else, like, hey, you can pay everybody equally. Yep. You can, give these people health benefits after. You're just choosing not to, which Dana's allowed to do that in his private company. He can pay people nothing, and he can offer a fight bonus to make it, that's a business. At the end of the day, UFC's a business. Operate that how you want to. But Jake is just bringing awareness to how fucked up that is, you know? So at the end of the day, I do think his cause is good. And I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm gonna watch every single fight because I think the dude's entertaining. I think he's entertaining, bro. So kind of going back to we were talking about like the health benefits and doing all these things. Again, as we've talked about in these previous episodes, with the like technology and all these different resources that we have now, like being able to get yourself healthier up here in your body, inside and out, I think is just super cool.
Okay, we're starting over. All right, so, the word healthy, I feel has like really changed, especially over the last few years. I think there's like this like whole other world that's evolved, in the health space, and it's stuff that's always been there, but I feel people are really starting to understand that being healthy is more than just going to the gym. But like my boy Josh, for example, he's really dove into all this breathwork stuff. And not only like the breathwork, but the meditation that goes along with it, the sound bowls. And then it's like this heat therapy and basically cold therapy. I'm telling you, bro, like when I did that plunge this weekend, I was a pussy. Like I was just like not wanting to do it. Yeah. And I ended up doing it for like the 5-6 minutes that everyone did it, bro. But I'm telling you, like I got out and I originally was like a little chilly, right? Bro, like after about 5 minutes, I was just like lit, like natural, just energy. Like,
bro, what did you say to me on the phone? You're like, what did you say to me on the phone when I asked you how that was? You're like, I feel like a fucking god right now.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. I think, like my biggest takeaway of it, bro, was like, it's training your mind. like when I was in that water, bro, it was like obviously freezing cold, and I just like had my eyes closed, and it was like I just had to focus on like just like breathing, because at first when you get in, you almost like hyperventilate. You're breathing really weird because your body's like going into shock.
Right.
Like it literally just feels like pins and needles going in like your whole body when like, you know, you're that cold. And then after it's like your body adapts to that cold a little bit, then it's just like, it's like proper breathing, and it's truly like that mindset.
Have you heard of Dr. Huberman?
I have not.
Bro, so he's this guy who, bro, incredible. I mean, check him out. I mean, look him up on Instagram. It's insane. But he goes even further and talks about, have you heard of the term grounding?
Yeah.
So he talks about grounding.
Yeah.
He talks about...
Josh is all over that too.
Yes. He talks about like, you know, the first thing you should do when you wake up in the morning is get direct sunlight to your face for 10 minutes. Yeah. Right? Where it's like, just stand out and feel that energy, right? Now you hear that and I'm like, that's kind of strange. Or like, I'm going to walk bare feet. But like, bro, when you do that, it's kind of crazy. Like where our balcony is, you know, we get to 7 in the morning, and the first thing I do is open the blinds. But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take 10 minutes. I'm gonna sit out there. I have some furniture and shit. And bro, you're just, it's quiet. You're hearing the birds. You're hearing, you know, I don't know. There's just something super peaceful about it. And then it's like, boom, let's go. Let's get right into it. Yeah. Or you know, I don't know. I just, you know, looking into his stuff too is pretty cool. And I'm actually reading this book. It's called Atomic Habits. Yeah. And it talks about all of this, right? It talks about, because you said mentality. You got to change your mentality. Yeah. Bro, there's the one thing that changes everything. Everything has to start. If you want to like go on a diet, you want to start making money, you want to start doing this, it all starts with mentality and language. Yeah. Right? You have to know that that's what you want to do. And it has to start with, okay, for example, let's just say I'm trying to quit smoking. You offer me a cigarette and I'm like, no, thank you. I'm trying to quit. Right? You're number one, identifying yourself as a smoker. Yeah. And you're identifying that as a weakness. Yep. Versus, you know, changing the slight language of how you use that and saying, I forget the exact example, but it was like, no thanks, I'm not a smoker. Yeah. Right. Knowing that I'm trying to quit, but now I don't identify myself as a smoker, right? Yep. Now, again, it sounds stupid, but little things like that, bro, I think truly can make a huge impact in how you live the rest of your life. Yep. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. That book is amazing, bro. Atomic Habits. Have you heard of it?
I've not actually read it. No,
bro.
I've heard of it though.
It's a banger, bro. Definitely go check it out. Go check out Dr. Huberman, because this stuff is, I think, is essential, dude. We're still young enough to where I feel like, you know, we still have so much left in our book, dude. That and I catch myself doing that too, bro. Like it's just all these different things that like are habit forming, that you just get lazy, you don't do this, that you do things subconsciously without thinking about. You know, you recognize that, you change it, bro. And I think you can live a super, you know, just positive and healthy lifestyle. You know.
No, man, and I think, you know, I love when you talk about like, you know, the mind, the mentality, mindset, like all of that stuff, truthfully, because it all ties together with not only just, you know, being healthy, but truly like being successful. And I think there's, you know, a certain amount of people in this world that, you know, they want that truly like next level success. And to be able to have that next level success, you have to have the mind right. You have to have the body right. It truly takes absolutely everything.
And the tongue is the most powerful thing in the universe, man. So if there's something that you don't like, look at yourself in the mirror, or something you do like, or something you want, say it, address it. Now go make a plan and go live your dreams. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.